this here is a great, great song. Look at that. I haven't brushed my hair. God. Look like a crazy person. I am. Okay. This song is timely. It's always timely, actually, given the nature of the song. Would be for a long time. But in this particular moment, I think it's timely and something that we should be looking at. So this is a very interesting group called Zager and Evans. And Zager and Evans, who you're probably saying, who the hell is Zager and Evans? Zager and Evans wrote the song in the year 2525. And right now we're at 2025, so we've got, a long time, 500 years, I guess, right? But yeah, let's jump in and listen to this.
In the year 2525, if man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find. In the year 35, ain't gonna need to tell the truth, tell no lies. Everything you think, do, and say is in the pill you took today. In the year 45, ain't gonna need your teeth, won't need your eyes. You won't find a thing to chew, nobody's gonna look at you. In the year 55, your arms are hanging limp at your sides. Your legs got nothing to do. Some machine doing that for you. In the year 65, ain't gonna need no husband, won't need no wife. You pick your son, pick your daughter too. From the bottom of a long glass tube, whoa, whoa.
All right, I just got to interrupt here for a minute because as forward looking as they were, all of these things that they talk about are here today in 2025. We have babies that are test tube babies, it's all now. So wow, I think we've spun the clock a lot faster than we thought we were going to, haven't we?
In the year 7510, if God's a-coming, he ought to make it by then. Maybe he'll look around himself and say, guess it's time for the judgment day. In the year 8510, God is gonna shake his mighty head. He'll either say, I'm pleased where man has been, or tear it down and start again. Whoa, whoa. In the year 95, I'm kinda wondering if man is gonna be alive. He's taken everything this old earth can give, and he ain't put back nothing. Whoa, whoa. Now it's been 10,000 years, man has cried a billion tears for what he never knew. Now man's reign is through, but through eternal night, the twinkling of starlight, so very far away, maybe it's only yesterday. In the year 2525, if man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find. In the year.
Yeah, crazy song talking about, you know, what could happen in the future, and how much of that is actually happening today, right? I mean, all these things that, you know, they thought they were, you know, way out in the future, and bam, you know, it's like human beings. I mean, if we can think about something, if we can dream about something, we can conceptualize something, we make it reality almost immediately. You know, in the overall timeline, I think 100 years or whatever. Personally, I'm a little concerned about the world and the earth and the people on it. We are there's some milestones that have passed where people aren't paying attention to, that are indicators of the end coming near. I know you hear all this stuff, oh, the world's going to end in 10 years, blah, 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 whatever. But there are some pretty critical things. I think we're at a critical mass situation in the world's oceans, which is where the fundamentals and the basis of most life is originated from. The food chain at the very bottom is being destroyed by our pollution, plastics pollution specifically, and that's starting to work its way up through the food chain. And so I anticipate some problems. I know we are spraying so many chemicals and poisons that, you know, for example, we're killing off the bees. Well, when we lose the bees as a pollinator to pollinate all of our fruits and vegetables, we're going to lose our fruits and vegetables. No plant exists without being pollinated, and every plant is needed to support life on the planet, because it's a complete circle, you know. I mean, a cow will eat grass, and that grass then turns to beef, and so we have food, we have beef. Or if you're, you know, a veganistic, you know, you can out there compete with the cows for the grass, but not very good tasting. But still, we've got to be aware and cognizant of this. We waste so much time, effort, and energy. We waste so much money arguing over stupid stuff, you know. Global warming. Yeah, it's stupid stuff. It's stuff that's already been proven by different people that it's a cycle. The planet heats up, it cools off, it heats up, it cools off. Maybe these cycles take 100 years to go through. It's a natural progress. Evolution continues today. We are evolving, period. It doesn't stop just because we happen to be alive at this moment. Things continue to change. We don't necessarily impact that a lot, not compared to the width and breadth of the entire planet, but we are making some damage. And some of the things that we can do, instead of arguing about all these theoretical possible ailments, just pick up the trash. Let's just start simple and pick up the trash. It's that simple. You know, use proper refuse bins, recycle and deal with that refuse in a reasonable way, a responsible way. Start making changes in what we buy. Get away from all the plastics. The single-use plastics is just insane. And I'm sitting here at a desk full of single-use plastics. We can't get away from it. But if we litigate that, if we pass some laws saying, hey, you know, paper grocery sacks were great. They really were. Trees regrow. You plant trees, you get a new tree, and every 20 years you can cut down that tree and plant another one. And it's a constant cycle, and it's regenerative. Not so much with plastic bags. They're not regenerative. They just pollute. And one of my pet peeves is, plastic bags floating in the ocean, which is where they all eventually end up. The ocean is the septic tank of the world. You get this bag floating around in the ocean. Well, when it's floating in the ocean, it looks a lot like a jellyfish in the ocean. Turtles, one of my favorite animals on the planet, eat jellyfish. So they see a plastic bag, they go up and eat the jellyfish, and or this plastic bag, thinking it's a jellyfish, and they die. We kill them because of our bad choices for economics and responsibility. I'm sorry, I'm going off on a rant on this for 2525. It strikes a chord with me, man. It strikes a chord with me. It pisses me off. And I'm going to start today being pissed off. So that's the way it is. It is what it is. Hope you guys give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, ring ding ding the bell. Think about it. Do some small thing. Bring your own bags to buy your groceries. Boom, you're doing something positive, Buy drinks in aluminum cans and not in plastic bottles. Boom. Yeah, aluminum's recyclable, endlessly recyclable. The plastics are not necessarily. Beginning to get some traction that way. Not enough. All right. With that, thanks, friends. Appreciate you listening. Have a good day.